Welcome to part 2 of our 7-day Sail Croatia adventure along the Dalmatian coast. If you missed the previous video, we explored the incredible medieval city of Dubrovnik before boarding our Explorer cruise. For a full tour of our room and the facilities on the boat, watch this video linked above. In today's video, we're going to be sharing all the best island hopping Croatia has to offer, from Miljet to Korcula. This island is my favorite island so far. Vis to Hvar, and all the best spots in between. We have just docked at Korcula Island. Each island we visit on this trip offers something different. So Miljet, where we just were, was all about its beautiful lakes and its nature. Korcula, where we just gotten to, is famous for being the rumored birthplace of Marco Polo, and it's also very historically and culturally rich. And then for my party animals, we haven't gotten to Hvar yet, but that island is where the party's at.
So time to explore Korcula, and I think our first stop is going to have to be Marco Polo's house. But it is a Sunday and it's closed on Sundays, so we can only just walk past it. We can't actually go in, unfortunately. And then later, up there on top of that castle wall, there's a bar, which I'm hoping we can get to and go and have a drink.
I can't. Such cool stuff in here. This is a Marco Polo shop.
Hello. Hi.
Never mind, the museum for Marco Polo is open today, so it's €8 to come in per person. We thought let's have a quick walk around and learn a little bit more about the great adventurer Marco Polo.
As you know, we are world travelers, and our biggest inspiration in this whole world was Marco Polo. No, I'm kidding. I actually had no idea who Marco Polo was until this week. And we all grew up playing Marco Polo in the pool. Turns out he was like the coolest traveler. He went to China, lived there, made huge wealth. We've got maps all over here, original freaking photos and stories he told. He wrote books of all his adventures. I think it's just epic. If you love travel, you'll love this museum. Marco Polo set out on the journey with his father and uncle while still in his youth at 17 years old. He spent a total of 24 years in distant foreign countries, acquaintance with various foreign customs, religions, languages and principles of life, changed his general picture of the world, and he gradually became more tolerant of the unknown and the different.
We found the most original form of the travel vlog right here, just written down by Marco Polo. Marco Polo's manuscript is one of the most famous travel logs in history and was in the possession of Christopher Columbus at one point in 1485.
Marco Polo is the world's most famous traveler. His famous journey, described in the Book of World Wonders, was of global importance and remains highly relevant today. With the knowledge gained in the Far East, he helped connect the continents. There has been huge debates on whether Marco Polo is actually Italian or Croatian. So his name Marco Polo is actually Italian, Polo being the surname, it's Italian. They believed he was born in Venice, but here in Croatia they really believe that he was born here in Korcula and he grew up here, and this was supposedly his rumored home. Who knows what the truth really is? I don't think he ever wrote it in any of his books, so we're not sure anyway. Venice and Korcula, or Croatia, are just across the bay. They're quite close to each other, but they were big rivals because of the entire coast and the what?
Basically, Korcula used to block any boats coming through to Venice, and they would block Venice from getting trade from the rest of the world. They believed that they held the key to the Adriatic Sea, and Venice had to basically comply with whatever they wanted.
This is the very top of the rooftop, and there are stunning views of the island. And nice touch, they give you some binoculars.
And for €5, you can buy a ticket to go up this 16th century bell tower, and the steps are super narrow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my word. And this was used, obviously, as a bell tower to let everyone know what time of day it is. But also to look out for enemy ships coming from the east, from Dubrovnik, especially the Turkish army. Korcula was a little island and they were very concerned about defending it back in the day. Oh my goodness, some of these areas are so narrow, I can barely fit. Okay. Wow, beautiful views from up here. Hi. What a beautiful little town and island to get lost in. You can just find any little alleyway littered with little souvenir shops, wine bars. It's just beautiful everywhere and it's so quiet. It's like way less touristy than Dubrovnik was.
I think this island is my favorite island so far. I love it.
Beautiful.
It's so cute. An ancient turret. What the heck? Oh, I'm wearing a skirt.
We just had a drink on top of Massimo, a castle turret. How freaking cool is that? And now we're having a beer, watching the Euros while the sun sets. Vibes could not be better.
Honestly, guys,
Woo!
everything is perfect. Yo!
Good morning, it's another day in paradise. We've just had a beautiful breakfast and now we've actually stopped at our second swim spot. We're going to be here for 3 hours enjoying this beautiful cove, crystal blue waters, lots of floaties and paddle boards to enjoy before heading to our next destination, which is actually on the opposite side of Korcula to dock for the evening.
No more games. Can't we just say its name instead of running away?
For all of our scaredy cats, luckily in Croatia there's no scary animals that you have to worry about. There's no sharks or stingrays or whatever. There's just tiny little jellyfish in the water, but they'll hardly hurt you. They'll give you a little sting and then you have to put vinegar on it or human urine, but it's fine. Don't worry, this water is super chill. Everybody had such an incredible night last night on Korcula. I think it's everybody's favorite island so far. We were lucky enough to be here for their New Year's celebrations and it was lit. People are feeling a little rough today.
We are carrying on with the fancy meals here on this boat. We got swordfish with grilled vegetables and lime dressing on top. And we had bruschetta with salmon toppings for starters. Amazing.
Greetings from Vela.
Vela luka means big port. It's on the other side of Korcula Island. And some say it lives in the shadow of Korcula town itself because it doesn't have a museum, it doesn't have a lot of history or famous people that lived here, it doesn't have a castle, but it's still a cool place to explore. There's a few things to do here. They've got the longest mosaic in history. It's a pathway along the promenade. There's also a big cave up in the mountains and an incredibly beautiful beach, which we aren't going to visit today because we've got a lot of beaches to visit in the next coming days, but we will link it on the map now. It's a 4.9 rating and the waters look absolutely beautiful.
The longest mosaic in the world.
Here it is.
which runs all the way here.
Wow. They say Vela Luka is a very artsy place, and that reflects in this beautiful mosaic that the community has designed together.
Yeah, so every evening you'll dock at a different place and go out for dinner. Dinners are not included in the cruise, so you got to find your own dinner to eat. Last night's dinner was at a fancy restaurant in Korcula town itself. Very highly rated, but I can't say the meal was that great. And it's really strange because we've been having some not so good meals at the restaurants here in Croatia, but the food on our boat has been blowing us away, so we're a bit confused.
Mosaic is often more beautiful when it's wet. So this would definitely be much more beautiful in the rain. Look at that, the way it brings out the colors.
Beautiful.
I used to love mosaicing when I was a kid.
Good morning.
Hiya, good morning!
It is a bit of a busy day outside. I'm getting some work done at my desk here. Sorry if you can't see me. Outside it is cloudy and raining. There was a bit of a rough sea this morning. We got delayed in leaving for our next island. So we actually only left at 9 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. So we got a bit of a sail across these roughish seas, but it's not that bad really. It's not shaking the boat too much, so I'm sure Clary won't get sick. Yeah, we're heading to Vis, and hopefully the weather clears up because it's known for its most beautiful beaches, and we'd love to hire a scooter and explore the island this afternoon.
Dove siamo adesso? Un nuoto nei tuoi
By the way, Australians say you know, and in South Africa we say uno. You know. You know. You know. You know.
Yeah.
La notte con te si scalda mille incendi e nulla tua voce febrile movimenti.
Okay, well, I'm in love with this. This place is so cute.
By this place, Clary means the town of Kormiza on the island of Vis. I think it's our third island. Beautiful stop. Lots of restaurants serving pasta, pizzas.
This is quite a big island, and they say the best way to explore it is on a scooter. So we are right here in the town. We've been recommended a scooter place. It's 40 euros for 6 hours. And let's go straight to the beach because that is what Vis is known for.
La parte migliore di me è un volo
Wow, it's so beautiful here. It's so lekker being on a scooter on a small little island in Croatia. This is what we love the most.
Just waiting for the sun to come out. It's been obviously it was cloudy this morning, but it looks like it's going to be a great afternoon.
Very excited.
si scalda mille incendi e nulla tua voce febbrile movimenti, ma non è mai troppo, non è mai abbastanza.
Welcome to one of the most beautiful beaches we've ever been to. What on earth? This is Staniva Beach here in Vis. It's one of the most beautiful beaches we've been to, but also one of the most difficult beaches.
Definitely. The
to
walk
get to.
down was a bit treacherous, so definitely wear good hiking shoes because it's very loose rock and you can stub your toe and trip, so just don't wear any sandals or any of that kind.
It's literally a hike to get down here. Totally worth it though. There's
Yeah.
a bit of a bar going on here. You can get a beer and just chill.
As with all European beaches, it's pebble beach again, no sand, so you got to get used to that. It's a bit difficult to get in and out on your feet, but otherwise, beautiful.
It was about a 15 to 20 minute drive from the main town up the hill and then the trek down. So give yourself a couple of hours, honestly, to do this. And
we also hired the bike, which was 40 euro or 50 euro for 6 hours of use. And yeah, we're going to basically just try and go around the whole island, which is what we love to do.
absolutely. Oh yeah, and we're also going to be swimming through those cracks soon.
We're going to try. I think you'll chicken out
Try.
at some point. Well, we made it up to the top. It was no easy climb back up, I must admit, but the beach was definitely worth it. Definitely come before, I would say, 5:30 p.m. because it's completely in shade now. So yeah, midday I think would be perfect because the whole beach will be sunny and blue and stunning. Definitely bring snorkels if you've got them because underwater looks super cool. Really loved that beach. It's now time to head to Vistown, to South African. Alright, we are back home in our town of Kormiza where our boat is parked. We spent the afternoon exploring the whole island of Vis. We drove through the beautiful vineyards on our way to the town of Vis, which is another town that you might end up docking in if you come on this cruise and you stay on this island. We're actually really happy with our little town here on the other side of the island. We had to come back because we were running out of daylight and we were getting really hungry, and it just looked like there were some nice restaurants on this side of the island. There's a lot of kiddies having a little soccer match in the square here. But yeah, beautiful day, lots to do, lots of fun. So gonna hit a nice pasta for Clary and a beer and watch some soccer. During lunch we walked past and I saw they've got big pasta servings and I said, Clary, big pasta servings?
This is huge and I'm starving. I'm so happy. And I think I'm going to order a €2.70 glass of wine.
Why not, eh?
Why not? Well, that was the biggest pasta I've ever received in my whole life and it was so good. It's the ragu. Definitely recommend getting it. And then I got a glass of house white wine because this island is, their specialty is white wine. So I had to try €2.70. Not bad, not bad. I'm loving every second. This is great. And I'm obsessed with this little town. It's very cute. Good morning. It is another absolute day in paradise. This morning we were up at 6:30 a.m. We had plans to go to the Blue Cave on Vis. It's like one of the best things you can do. It's like a tiny cave. You duck down in a boat and go under, and then the whole cave is turquoise blue. But unfortunately, the motion sickness yesterday got the absolute best of me, so I was not feeling well this morning, had a huge headache and was extremely dizzy, so I had to skip. I'm so sad though. Hopefully we've got a picture to show you here. Definitely do it. It's like 18 euros or something per person to do it. Takes only about 20 minutes, usually when there's no crowds. And yeah, everyone loved it so much. I'm kind of bleak we missed it, but had once again another fantastic breakfast, and today we are going to probably the best island on this whole trip, and that is Hvar. Hvar is known for its insane nightlife and beaches. Everyone's so excited, but first we've got, of course, a swim stop. 1, 2, 3, go! Oh wow. Somebody got stung by a jellyfish.
Already, is that why you're up?